Hi.
Are you done?
I was just going for like a subtle little vibe. Yes, I'm done.
Anyways, so in this video, I would like to introduce you to Kaylee.
I've actually been in a video before. It's crazy. I was actually that ugly thumbnail. I was like going like that.
I'm sorry, what was that you were doing?
I was just doing.
What were you? Ugh. Anyways. Why are you putting on your seatbelt? We're not going anywhere.
I don't know. It's forced that habit, I guess.
So we're out here sitting outside of Starbucks, and she asked me a question. And so I wanted to do a story time video because it's kind of a long story. So we were watching YouTube and there was a picture or a video of a baby deer inside of somebody's house. And I said, yeah, I've had that before. And she's like, I'm sorry, what? So, story time. I am from Colorado, and when we first moved into our houses, they were just being built. So they were still kind of like rural and like not completely built up yet. So we had coyotes and foxes and deers and all kinds of animal randomness. So I was walking my dog Sadie one day, and she likes to chase small animals, but she smelled a deer and she chased the deer away. Mama deer ran away. And I was like, great, you're kind of a douche, but okay. Kept walking her, and she kept pulling on the leash, and I was like, the deer is gone, what do you want? Well, she found where Mama deer hid her baby, so then Sadie scared the baby into a small creek. And this thing, its hooves weren't even solid yet. They were still, like, soft. So the baby deer had its head underwater.
What the fuck?
It couldn't swim. It didn't know. It jumped in the water and just kind of sat there. So I jumped in the creek and I picked it up and I was like, good job, Sadie. This is why I don't take you on walks. So we, by the way, this is on a golf course that we found this baby deer. And so we walk back to my house. It's like a 10-minute walk. My cousin runs to the house to go get me a sheet because the baby deer is cold. And I'm like, it's gonna die. So comes back and I wrap this baby deer in a blanket. It stopped shaking. What are you looking at?
I don't know. I was looking at the drive-thru lady, but oh, continue.
Sorry. Bring the baby deer to my house and I put it on my bed in my room and didn't know what to do. So I called my mom and I said, Mom, promise you're not gonna kill me. And she said, what did you do? And I said, no.
We've all had that moment.
Promise you're not gonna kill me. And she's like, fine, I promise. What did you do? And I said, well, there may or may not be a baby deer on my bed right now. And she's like, what? Oh my God, you know, I'm gonna call you back. And she just hangs up on me. So I'm sitting there hanging out with my baby deer. Every time I move away from it, it moves closer to me, probably because, you know, scared or whatever.
That's cute.
Mom calls me back and she's like, okay. I'm on my way home. I called wildlife. They said, put it back where you found it. And I was like, Mom, I can't keep it. And she's like, no, you can't keep it. And I'm like, okay, fine. So she shows up home about an hour later and we take it back to roughly where we found it. And the entire 5-minute drive to where that was, I kept asking her, are you sure you don't want to keep it? Look how cute it is. It was so freaking cute. Had like the little polka dots and everything. Ugh, loved it. Anyways, we put it there and then we came back a few hours later and it was gone. And then we saw that Mommy had adopted it back. So it didn't die because I touched it. I still don't recommend going out and touching random wildlife because, you know, it might not work out that way and some animals do reject their young after they smell like human, but this one worked out. And that's the story of how I had a pet deer once.
You kidnapped it, basically.
My dog tried to kill it first. I saved its life.
Yeah, you're great.
I am great.
You did a great thing.
I did do a great thing.
Almost got rejected by its mother, but
it definitely didn't almost get rejected by its mother.
But it could have.
But it didn't. But it didn't.
Stop.
No, you started it.
Whatever. You're fucking Zoom.
I don't know what else to say.
Me either.